Hi there, I'm Sarah from sarahkbrandis.com, small business marketing for life coaches and authors made simple. So today's video is just a quick overview of the term sales funnel and what it actually means and why you should care as a small business owner. I know that in the marketing world, there's a hell of a lot of jargon out there. There's buzzwords, there's all this nonsense. And at the end of the day, a sales funnel is just the journey that your customer goes on. And it's much easier for you to manage and to some degree, I don't like the word manipulate, but maybe steer is a nicer word. It's easier for you to steer the customer's journey when it's in the online world as opposed to being out there in the bricks and mortar world. So my world is the online world. So I thought I'd tell you today just really briefly how it works for us over here in the online marketing world and how you can apply it to your small business. So think about an upside down triangle. So point at the bottom, the wide bit at the top. This is a funnel shape. And this is where the term sales funnel comes from. Up at the top, right at the top of the sales funnel, think of your cold leads. So these are the people that you need to warm up and to sort of make friends with and charm them a little bit before they eventually become customers right at the bottom of the sales funnel. Up here in cold territory, think of this being full of your Facebook fans. So not the very engaged people who are in your Facebook groups or who are on your email list, but those people who just like your posts once in a while. Perhaps they've seen you at a talk somewhere. Perhaps they've seen you on YouTube. Perhaps they follow your Instagram account. These are very cold leads at the top. They vaguely know who you are. They're vaguely interested in what you do, but they are by no means ready to be sold to. Now, you don't go from cold leads straight to making sales, so this is why we funnel people down. From the cold leads, you come down to the middle section of the triangle. Hi, just here. This is your warm leads. Now, these are the people that perhaps they've started as cold and they've been fans on your Facebook page. They've taken up your invite to come and join you in your Facebook group to, have a little more interaction with you. Perhaps they've taken one of your free opt-ins and they've joined your email list. Perhaps you've met them at a networking event. Perhaps they're even a former client of yours who've just sort of dropped off the radar a bit, but they're still very much aware of you and are still a big fan of you. These people are your warm leads, and these are the people that will be funneled into the point of the triangle, the base, which is your customer base. These are the people that are buying your products and services. And don't think of the funnel as a one-way journey. It's not just cold, warm, hot. There'll be times when people go from cold to warm, cold to warm, cold to warm, depending on whether they're ready to commit or not. They might get warmed up 3 or 4 times, but not ever be ready to commit and become a buying customer. So they might go cold again, they might come hot again. Over time, eventually, people come down to the customer bucket if you're providing enough value. There is this old stat in the marketing world that says a cold lead needs to see you 6 times, needs to be warmed up 6 times, needs to have 6 meaningful interactions with you before they'll be trusting enough to become a customer. Now, honestly, I have no idea what data this stat is based on, but it's been around for donkey's years and lots of marketers still firmly believe in it. And I don't know if 6 is the number, but certainly several meaningful interactions before somebody is warm enough to come down to the bottom of the funnel and be in your customer base. And then again, it's not linear at the bottom either. There are people that will become warm leads and then customers, and then they'll leave for a while for whatever reason, and they'll just be warm leads again, but maybe they'll take your next product or service and they'll become customers again. So there's this movement at the top from cold to warm, and there's this movement down here from warm to customer. So it's not entirely linear, but for the most part it is. So to look at it in the most simplistic way, we go top of the funnel, cold leads, warm leads, customer base. And when you're working in the online world, the thing that you want to strive towards is to have all of your offerings set out in a way that funnels people to them. So let's say you were offering paid 6-week coaching practice, just for an example from my typical client. You start out here with the cold leads at the top, people that are just barely starting to hear about you, perhaps through Facebook. You might run some Facebook ads if you wanted to, you might not, you might just do a free challenge or something to get people to opt in to join you, to get a little taster of working with you. This brings them from cold to warm. So you've run a free challenge, you've got people working with you, they're in your Facebook group, they're getting to know you a bit better, they're going to have some direct interaction with you at this level. Perhaps they respond to one of your email newsletters by replying and asking you a question which you answer. Perhaps they're talking to you in your Facebook group, they're warming up, and then eventually when the timing's right, you've offered a paid product, your 6-week coaching package for example, and some of them will convert. They will come down the funnel into the customer bucket because they've been treated right, they've come the right way, they've started cold, they've been warmed up, they've been shown your value and you've demonstrated what you have to offer, and they become customers. This is a sales funnel in essence. You want to have this in place for each of your offerings. So if you're offering something different, which is, let's say, a retreat, a weekend retreat, based on whatever type of life coaching you offer, some of your customers will do a sideways step from the sales funnel we were just talking about with the 6-week coaching package. Some of them will go, yeah, I fancy a weekend away, and they'll come in. But everybody else that joins this customer bucket for the retreat has to come down a separate funnel of their own. So up here on Facebook, you'll be over here talking to your cold leads again about the benefits of coming on a 2-day, on a weekend retreat with you. You'll be funneling them down. Perhaps you'll give them a free offer, a free taster. Perhaps you'll show them some video of last year's retreat. Perhaps you'll show them some testimonials. Perhaps you'll engage with them in the Facebook group again, and then you'll funnel them down into that customer bucket. So funnel over here for one product or service, funnel over here for a different one. And that's essentially how it works. So when you think about funnels, just think about the customer journey and how it's going to be unique to each product or service that you're offering. And you can't go too far wrong if you don't stray from that model. I hope that's helpful as a sort of lightweight general overview. If you want to talk about it in more detail with me, then come over to my website, sarahkbrandis.com, and have a look at what I have to offer. You can book yourself in for a free consultation if you'd like to think about working with me. I hope this was helpful. If you want to hear more from me, do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.